Welcome all. Topic for today's tutorial is built-in string methods and functions. We know string is one of the most useful data types in Python because almost in every program we use string data type. This is one of the powerful data type. It comes with powerful methods and functions also. It has a lot of built-in methods and functions. I have listed here many of them. It starts with capitalize, center, ljust, rjust, format, lower, upper, title. Take a time to read all these functions. We are going to see some of them using our program. Next are swap case, replace, is alnum, is alpha, is digit, is lower. You please read all these functions carefully. In note, I have mentioned the difference between a method and a function. Python supports many built-in methods to manipulate strings. A method is not like a function. The only difference between method and function is that method is invoked or called on an object, while calling the function we do not require object. In example, we have called upper function using str1 object. Here dot operator is used to call upper function. str1 is a string object and the string object calls upper function using dot operator. Upper is a method, it is not a function. Functions are called without using object, while methods are called using objects. Now we will move to the program. I will execute the program again. Before checking the output, see, we have stored one string inside variable. The name of the variable is message. The data type for this variable is string. The fixed string here is welcome to the Python programming, such that W is small. W in welcome is a small letter. Using method capitalize, what we will do, we will capitalize first letter of the string. That means after executing this particular line, line number 3, our W will be converted into capital letter. Check the output. Here W is converted into capital. Next method, title. Title will convert all starting letters of each word into capital letters. Observe here, W is capital, T capital, T, T and P. These are very interesting methods which makes string data type one of the powerful, one of the most useful data type. Next method in a sequence is count. Count is used to measure the number of occurrences of a particular string inside given string. The given string is welcome to the Python programming. Now at line number 7 we want to count the number of t inside given string. How many times t occurs? So t occurs first time here, second time here, and third time here. T occurs 3 times. Check the output. Number of occurrences is 3. Now next method starts with method will return true if the given string starts with the value passed. That means you want to check whether the given string starts with this string. We have 3 parameters passed for this function. First parameter is we want to check whether given string starts with this string. Second parameter, from here you want to search, and third parameter up to the point that you want to search. So second and third parameters are start and end of the search. Between this limit we want to check whether given string starts with this string. Now in this case the answer should be true. The answer is false because yes, why? Because W is capital here and the W here is small. So obvious we should get the answer as the false. Now we will mark it as capital and then check whether we will get the output as a true. So F5. Yes. Now next method is find. This function has 3 parameters. This method has 3 parameters. First one, which string you want to find in a given string, in a given message. Second parameter, the start index, and third parameter, the end index. Here len is a built-in function that returns the size of the message in terms of number of characters. Our message contains around 30 to 35 letters. So the length of this message will be say 30 to 35. Exactly we will get it at the somewhere in down the program. Yes, here at line number 17 we have used len function to measure, to count the number of characters in a message. So here this second parameter is starting index and third parameter is ending index. The meaning of this statement is we want to find Python in a complete given string. By starting index we have given as 0 and ending index we have given as the length of the string. This find method returns the index at which we found Python word. Execute the program. Yes, we find here Python at index 15. Next method is alnum. The meaning of this method is given string is alphanumeric. The space is not counted as a alphanumeric character. So if you want only digits and only alphabets, then this function is going to return as a true. At this moment message contains number of spaces, so this method is going to return a false. So it is giving you two values, true or false. It is asking a question, is given string is alphanumeric? At this moment, no. Why? Because it contains lot of spaces. F5 false, alphanumeric false. Now if I remove the spaces, and then check the output, so we have answers true. We will move to our original string. Now next method in a sequence is digit. It is same as that of the isAllNum. Only difference is that it is just checking whether the string is containing all digits. If the string contains all digits, then it will return true. So for this moment, it is going to return false because we don't have all digits here. Next, it is not method, it is a function. Why? Observe here, all previous methods, they are called using object. Which object? Message, 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 and then dot operator, and then name of the method. Now here, len function is called without using object. Len method accepts the string object whose length we want to compute. Now this function will return us the length of the message. The length of the message is 33 characters. Next method is upper. It will convert all letters inside a string to its uppercase. Observe the output here. All letters belonging to given string are converted into uppercase. Next is max function. It is not method, it is a function. Max accepts the string from which we want to compute the maximum. We can say the max function computes the character whose ASCII value is maximum in available given string characters. In our given string, we have the maximum ASCII value for character Y. This function is going to return Y as the answer because the ASCII value of character Y is maximum amongst given all characters. This character with maximum ASCII value is Y. Here, title. Already title we have covered, title method we have already covered here. Now next one is join. Join method is used to join all the letters using particular symbol. At this moment we want to join all the letters using $, W, $, E, $1, L, and so on. Last method here is split. Split method is used to split different words in a string which are delimited by particular character. If you do not mention the delimiter, then by default the delimiter for the string will be taken as space. In our string we have space as default delimiter, that is the separator. Two words are separated by means of space. That's why the split method will divide this string into number of words as welcome to the Python program. These are the different words in a string. Execute the program. So after executing split function, it has separated different words in a string. These words are separated by means of space. Space is treated as a default separator. This is how we have seen some methods and functions, which are built-in methods and functions that will work on string data object. The reference for this concept is Python programming using problem solving approach. Thank you for listening to this tutorial.